Look, this is a very, very proud moment for me. I've always dreamed of managing at Villa Park, you know, in a big European night, under the lights, whole end in full voice. Oh, it's going to be magical. It's just a real shame I'm in the away dugout.
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to your run on The Impossible Dream. It is, what are we, Season 8, Episode 10 today, and it is possibly the end of our Europa League campaign. We have drawn Aston Villa, which is a bit of a tough one for me personally, being that they're the team I support in real life. But just, I mean, any time you play a Premier League team in Europe, it's always tough for us, from a smaller league. To be honest, I mean, you look at the round of 16, I mean, we would have liked Sparta Prague, even though they beat us. There was probably... Fenerbahce, RZ, we would have taken. Even, I mean, Sporting, Girona, the three you didn't want are Atletico, Napoli, and Villa. Then we got one of those. So perhaps a little bit unlucky, but there's nothing we can do about it. We'll just go out there and give it our best shot. So there are 3 games to catch you up on, though, before we get to that. The first in the league was against Hajduk Split. So let's go see how we did. We fell behind against the run of play, but Kakavenga pulled us level early in the second half. So a great goal by Kakavenga, but it wasn't enough. I said it was against the run of play. Maybe it actually wasn't. It certainly felt like it at the time. And we had a goal ruled out. Last kick of the game, it was marginally offside, so we can't really complain, but it was just off. But anyway, so away from home, Hajduk are a better side this year than they have been. They're sort of more of a mid-table side than a relegation side. So... maybe it's not the worst, but still, always disappointing to drop points. Next up, it is Slaven Belupo. Williams gave us an early lead. Bertic made it 2-0. And then he made it 3-0. Before Slaven Belupo pulled one back. And Ranocchia made it 4-1 at half-time. Siraj picked out Holt for his first Jarun goal, before an own goal made it 6-1. So I wish some of those goals had been around for Hajduk Split. Absolute domination. Very harsh to call that last one an own goal. I didn't see who it was that put the header on goal, but to call that an own goal is slightly ridiculous, to be honest. But anyway, much better performance from us. And you can see on the XG tracker, we blew them away in the first half, and then second half, they came back into it a little bit, but it was always comfortable, which is nice. Final game to catch you up on was Lokomotiva. Skoko picked out Turpic to give us an early lead, but Lokomotiva pulled level in the second half. So we were absolutely robbed in this one. I mean, when that sort of goal goes in against you, there's not too much you can do. But again, you can see on the XG tracker, it's just, we dominated throughout. They did have a little bit of a spell there in the second half where maybe they could have won it. So I guess we should be happy with what we've got. But again, away from home, a weakened team, because this is the game. This is sort of the weekend before the midweek game against Villa. And... again, we've dropped points. You can see we did have a goal disallowed for Turpic. Sort of just would have made it 2-0 inside 15 minutes. Can't remember what it was for. I think it was offside, but it doesn't matter. If it's not given, it's not given, is it? So, league table. And it's not looking too bad. It's still a 7-point lead despite drawing 2. That is because Dinamo have hardly been setting the world on fire themselves. And we can see Rijeka there. It's not really any danger to us, but they are... they're just closing the gap ever so slightly, perhaps, on Dinamo Zagreb. Now, we've got a game against Bordeaux in between these two. And if we just go and have a quick look at some of the league leaders, and we can see there not too much has changed, though Avia is still surprisingly leading the way in terms of goals in the league, or second anyway. Both those first 2 guys no longer in the league. They've moved on. So we can see some of the results from the first bunch of kickoffs there. Atletico Madrid. So none of the away, the home teams have lost. So let's hope we can be the first to inflict a defeat on Villa. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1. Not many of the current players are around still. Konsa's still there, as is Kamara. I think Dougie Luiz is still there, and Jacob Ramsey as well. But that is it. I think there's like a 35-year-old Ollie Watkins there as well still when I checked. So this is the team that we are sending out. It is Utonen in goal. Fatakanti and Williams will be the back 2. It's Torres and Rupnik going down the wings. Sithole, Palumbo, Kakavenga, Siraj, Akbazli and Bertic will be the rest of the team. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. I've just seen Matty Cash is on the bench here as well, so that's another of the current players that is still there. But yeah, this Nigel Pearson, their striker, I believe, is an England international. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, it's going to be tough, but I mean, we finished above them in the league phase. We beat Atletico Madrid, so you never know. You know, we'll give it a good shake and see what we can do. But yeah. It's, as I said, it's never nice to play a Premier League side. They just have bigger resources, don't they? So, that's one of those, isn't it? It's just unfortunate. It would be... I'd be disappointed to go out in the round of 16. Oh, you'll notice the backup goalkeeper, what's his name? Pulic has got an injury again, so we've had to stick one of the kids on the bench. Thankfully, we don't have to start him like we did against... Was it Ren? It was Ren, wasn't it, when we had an academy kid in the goals for Champions League qualifier, which is never ideal. But yeah, Villa Park, great stadium. Let's hope we, for once, send the home teams... I'm hoping that we send the home teams fans... Let's hope we win. Alright, come on. Let's encourage. We've got a corner to defend. And we've not done it. Kamara has scored. And we're behind inside 6 minutes. And the worst way to concede it in a game like this is from a corner or a set piece, isn't it? Because especially a corner. I mean, what is Utonen doing? He's the sort of goalkeeper that probably should be coming to try and get that, in truth. But anyway, we've had no possession. And they've scored from their only shot on goal. So, it's going well. There was a part of me that wondered whether we set things up a little bit more defensively minded. But obviously, we've not really done that. And we'll see, we'll see how we go. We just need to be in the tie going into the second leg, don't we? That's the main thing. When we beat... Oh, this is not looking good. This is not looking good, and there's a miss. When we beat Atletico Madrid again, it was at home, so... maybe there's something to be said for that. Let's try encouraging them. Fatakanti is looking anxious, though he is playing well, so that's fine. Siraj is actually wanted by Aston Villa as well. They've put some bids in. Obviously, we're not going to sell him, but it'd be nice if he could show them what they're missing out on. And can we get to that first? No, we cannot. And it all looks a little bit too comfortable for them right now, doesn't it? So I wonder if we do need to go and change something here. Kakavenga working hard. Cross comes in. Oh, crossbar. Calling that a save by Utonen is maybe a little generous. Now we are okay, so let's get rid of that. And we are forcing you on the outside with their inside forwards and whatnot. So let's see if taking off exploit the middle gives us something here. I mean, we are getting possession. We're just not seeing any of it. But every highlight we get, this is it, isn't it? It's just them just pinging it around. And I wonder if, given that this is what is happening, if we want to actually be more compact and sort of make them break us down rather than chase the ball around. Because as things stand right now, you'd have to say that this is not working. Rupnik has gone missing in action there. And it's 2-0. So yeah, we'll do that. We will just try and be more compact, because that's clearly not working, is it? And to be honest, it's as I feared. They are a fairly decent side. I don't know where Rupnik is going there. Dude, come on, you're a left back. I mean, that is frustrating, isn't it? I always wonder if I've told him to mark somebody, but I don't think I have. Let's try encourage, and let's see if we can get a goal back. Williams, nice one to find Torres. Torres, early ball in. It is headed clear. And again now, we find Aston Villa in possession. And the changes look like they've been made. So let's see if being a little bit more passive is going to help them just give the ball away for us as Bertic. Almost for a second then I thought we were going to be in with a chance. Ball over the top. All right, Rupnik, you just need to go and mark that man, dude. I don't know what you think you're doing. But we've got headless chicken alert there, unfortunately. Yeah, just stay with your man, please, mate. So, encouragement seems to have had a decent effect. And here we go now with Torres. Palumbo, Torres for Siraj. He's gone down, and the ref has pointed to the spot. In front of the whole tent as well. Who is going to take a penalty here? Bertic, I would imagine. Maybe Palumbo. It is Bertic. Come on, mate. 2-1 looks very different to 2-0, doesn't it? Bertic sticks it away, and we are back in the tie. Siraj goes down, perhaps easily, but we'll take it. And Bertic with a very good penalty. Roof of the net. I think it hit the roof and the corner, so that's pretty special as far as the penalty goes. And we've got possession again here from a free kick. Williams to take. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's offside. That's offside. I'm tempted to take Williams straight off for that. That was... I mean, that is just disastrous, if that counts. Thankfully, we got away with it. But Fatakanti, you just stepped up at the right time. Rupnik again, dude. Man mark. Although I'll give him the defense that Williams just kicked it straight to them, so maybe he wasn't expecting that. To be honest, I don't think 2-1 is a shockingly bad result for us to take back with us. Ideally we'll be level or have a lead, but this is a very, very tough draw. So let's go with... we're looking a bit anxious and motivated. Let's go with unlucky. We'll fist pump and tell them to go out there, and we've got faith in them. Do we want to make any changes? You'll notice Triantis is back. Australia won the Asian Cup. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, so well done to him. Means he'll have to go off now and play in some FIFA competition, won't it? But always nice to see Australian as Asian champions. So they've gone to a 4-4-2, a very attacking 4-4-2 there. So we're going to have to adjust accordingly. We'll have to have a think about what we do there. There's a good ball for Rupnik. Now, this is where he can shine. He floats the cross in. It's Siraj. It's Siraj off the corner of the crossbar and post. And it's a goal kick. All right, so we are going to need another centre-back, and we're going to need another centre-back. We can't take Siraj off, can we? So it'll have to be Butchman, given that he is the most expensive signing football's ever seen. And maybe we do take Siraj off. He's not having a particularly great game. So we'll do that. And Kakavenga, you go as an advanced playmaker and just get forward. Oh, yeah, actually doesn't make him go forward anymore. And then Sithold doesn't need to be an anchor man, does he? So you can go as a deep-lying playmaker. Palumbo can be an advanced playmaker. There we go. And then Kakavenga, you can just keep going as a Mazzella. So yeah, that should work out okay. I think I like the looks of that. Although, do we want Butchman on the cover, perhaps? Possibly we do. Alright. Let's see if that all works out for us. Now, I wonder too, if given that that is the way that they're playing, if we want to go back to exploiting the middle. No, because they've got a block there, don't they? So no, that's silly. Don't do that. It's certainly an attacking formation they've come out with here, isn't it? I didn't see who... I didn't make attention to who their manager is. I'm assuming it's not Unai Emery. We'll keep encouraging. We're giving a decent account of ourselves here. It's fairly even on possession. You can't really look at XG when we've had a penalty, because that's going to make that look a lot better than it sort of is from open play. And what have we got happening here? Sithole has won it back nicely. Palumbo to Akbarsli. Akbarsli's got runners, mostly on the other side. Can he find? He has found Hugo Torres. Torres is in. Torres has scored, and we're back to 2-2. Oh, nicely done by Akbarsli. It's a wonderful counter-attacking goal. And, well, I thought Bertic and Kakavenga on the other side, but he slid in Torres perfectly, and we know he's good in front of goal. And he's slotted it like a striker. Never mind a fullback. And it is 2-2. Doesn't matter about offside. It wasn't given. And we'll keep encouraging them. Bertic just looking anxious. Good thing he wasn't looking anxious before the penalty. And, well, let's see. Could we have a lead going back home? We've got a throw in our own half. Fatakanti. Nice ball to find Palumbo, was it? No, he's let it run too far. And now we're sort of scrambling to get back again. And we've given them. We almost gave them a goal, and the offside flag saved us. It's not going to save us on this occasion. And yeah, Palumbo he's got to do something there, doesn't he? And they've been able to pick us apart. Could Utonen have been a little bit more sort of going in at the feet, perhaps? Kakavenga's not having a good game. Let's bring Ranocchia on for him. And I wonder, Bosniak for Palumbo, maybe. Or Skoko. Let's get Skoko for Palumbo. Come on, boys. Can we get ourselves level again? From 2-0 down, I think we would probably have taken 3-2. What we don't want is 4-2, though, because that is pretty much then back where we started, as Skoko does well. But there's no one up there to pick up the clearance. Come on, come on. Come on, Ranocchia. Can he get a block in or something here? Cross is floated in. Williams away. Can Skoko get to that first? Not quite. Again, the cross is floated in. It's over the top. Rubnik did enough. And it is still 3-2 to Villa. But it's not a horrible score to go home with. It would mean we would need to win by 2 goals, obviously. But I think going to a Premier League side and losing by a single goal, I think we just about take that. So, at least, as I said, we're in the tie going home. That's all we could really ask. So it is defeat, a late defeat, but I think there's signs there. Second leg could be very interesting. If we play well, we could well go through and knock them out. Anyway, we've got a game against Bordeaux in the league. I'll play for that, and I'll see you at home for the second leg. Alright, so welcome back for the second leg, and Pulic, our backup goalkeeper, he's broken his arm again. He just came back from a broken bone. I've never known a goalkeeper to... I mean, bones are not necessarily injury prone unless he's brittle boned or something, so... yeah, I thought we were going to have a proper backup goalkeeper on the bench for the second leg, and turns out we're not. So that's all very, very disappointing. Now, let's have a look. There was one game to catch you up on against Bordeaux. Let's see, with a rotated team, if we could get the points in that one. We went ahead just before half-time when Della Vabora picked out Kakavenga. And it was 2-0 thanks to Skoko. Before Kakavenga got our third. So it was a very, very comfortable game. They were a little bit hard to break down. We took our time to do it, but once we did, they didn't register a shot, and it was, yeah, just very, very comfortable. Now, Dinamo have dropped points, so we've extended our lead at the top of the table, which is nice. So we're now 9 points in front, but all eyes are on Europe here and seeing what we can do against Villa. We need to win by 2 goals. This is the team that we are sending out. It is Utonen in goal. It is Fatakanti and Butchman. I don't think we can play Williams again after what he did in that last one. Torres and Della Vabora will be the width again. I don't think Rubnik covered himself in glory. Sithole, Palumbo, Ranocchia, Siraj, Akbazli and Bertic will be the rest of the team. And if you're wondering, we will get rid of that, and we've also we're going to start the way that we finished, so hopefully we can get 2 goals playing this way. Alright, so 1 or 2 different names in their starting 11. Jacob Ramsey, I don't think started the last one, did he? I did have a quick look at some of their players, so let's go out there and enjoy ourselves today. I mean, they're very good. They have the guy that got their 3rd goal, I think it was, with the Middle Eastern sounding name. He's an Egyptian elite midfielder. I'll point him out when we see here. They just have a very, very good team. So we're in, so this guy is an elite midfielder. Johnny is a wonder kid. So they're good. They're just good. We will make this first and probably not final call, but certainly approaching that for our Viewers Player of the Year. I'll make sure that I do everything I need to do this season around, and you can actually have a vote. But yeah, if you go and nominate who you think has been our best or your favourite player this season, and we'll start and get that list together. I don't want to say I'm expecting to lose here, but better safe than sorry, isn't it? So, yeah. I always find it's so weird. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I mean, you look at this Villa team. It's not the real-life team. It has very few players that are actually in the team anyway. You still don't really want to beat them. It's like just brainwashed myself that that this is a good team, this is my team, and it's ridiculous. But here we are. I've given Ranocchia a start. I just kind of trust him, to be honest. I played Kakavenga in the league because I wanted to obviously make sure that we got the win, especially because Dinamo drew with Lokomotiva. So I just wanted to make sure that that we were getting the points that we needed to get. Now you may have noticed we've got a pulled wrist for. I mean, you should be okay with that, I would have thought. There's a couple of players, youngsters that we've sent out on loan. Reyes, we sent him off to Lokomotiva, I think. The Ukrainian striker that we signed for 40 grand, he has gone off to Varazdan. Villa de Boer! I hit the crossbar! So yeah, and there's a couple of others as well that I've sent out on loan just to try and get game time. So yeah, I kind of was going to show you that at the top, but forgot basically. I think there's a goalkeeper I sent out as well. Delavabora, no, not on that occasion. We really could have used that goal being about 6 inches higher, couldn't we? I mean, the good news is that they're not creating much. The bad news is that neither are we. And we need at least the goal to take it into extra time. So I think, what do we say? I don't like playing for revenge necessarily. Showing what you're all about in the second half. I think I like that. Hugo Torres is looking furious. I don't know why he's looking furious. Ranocchia is looking nervous, so he's okay now. And frustrated Bertic, he seems pleased as well. So we'll go with this for a little bit longer. I do think Kakavenga will come on at some point in the second half, probably for Ranocchia. I wonder if they've got all these inverted wingers and fullbacks and all that kind of stuff. I wonder if we try to exploit the flanks and see if that, if maybe they're a little bit narrower and it might work out for us. We're just not creating anything though. Here we go with Bertic. Can we get something from a corner? It's to the back post. Oh, was it post? It was post. We've hit the woodwork twice. At least we're giving a decent account of ourselves. I guess that's something we can cling to. So Kakavenga can come on for Ranocchia. We'll take Delavabor off for Christian Holt. He is really, really impressing me when he does play. And we've got a free kick to defend, and that's hit the post, has it? So on this occasion, it's gone for us. We've not managed to clear it, though, and... Oh, wait. It is flicked away by Siraj, I think it was. Danger's not done yet, though. Can Torres stop across? He just about can, and that now does end that highlight. I don't like frustrated and furious players. All right, Bertic, you're not much good to us playing like that, so let's get you off for Matanovic. So how many? That's going to be 3 subs, our second stoppage. So we can make 1 more stoppage. I wonder if Bosniak for Sithole. Let's wait a little bit. 1 goal, it is enough in a way, but obviously it doesn't win it for us. Let's try and demand more. We've got 10 minutes to go. All right, so I think now we're starting to hit the realms of desperation, aren't we? So Bosniak for Sithole. No, I can. Oh, it's Europe, so I can only make 3 subs. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I guess we just we go a little bit more direct and we shoot on sight and we do all that kind of stuff, don't we? Yeah. And I wonder if we go and so we have to go after him a little bit more now, don't we? Of course, we need a goal. They've got some tied legs as well. I'm assuming that's probably sort of left over from the league match. I'm not quite sure who they played. And we've got more defending to do here. Can Torres stop a cross coming in? It's right across goal. Fatakanti is there. Still, the pressure's there. Torres clears it, and Palumbo will pick it up. Can we get him on the break? We've got 3v2 at the back. Go on, Siraj. Oh, Matanovic, you're the slowest man alive. Can Siraj pick out a teammate? Matanovic! It's a good save. And we'll get the corner. we've been the better team here, haven't we? Certainly in terms of chances, we deserve to at least win on the night, as that is flicked away. And we still continue with the highlight. Holt to Kakavenga, Sitho to Palumbo. Palumbo to Torres. Torres. It's, just couldn't quite find Holt. In truth, it wasn't a great pass, was it? And Pearson has wriggled his way free of Kakavenga and Palumbo there, and it'll be a magnificent individual goal if it does go in. But in the end, he perhaps saw his name in headlines and blasted it over. But we're coming down towards the end, and despite hitting the woodwork twice, drawing an amazing save, it finishes 0-0 on the night, and we go out 3-2 on aggregate. So I think beaten but not disgraced is probably the way to say it, isn't it? But ultimately, we're still beaten. And yeah, that's such a shame to go out in the round of 16 like that. But as I said, I think we got a very unlucky draw. And we got a little bit unlucky in the games, to be honest. We maybe didn't do ourselves complete justice in the first leg defensively. And then just couldn't quite beat the post, could we? But anyway, that'll do it for that. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We will come back. Dinamo at home is where we can essentially wrap up the league. So we'll come back for either Gorica and Dinamo or Dinamo and Istra. We'll see roughly. I think we did Dinamo and Istra the other day, didn't we? So maybe we'll do Gorica and Dinamo this time. But yeah, it's just the league to play for. We're in a really good position there. And 9 points clear with 10 games to play. It should be fairly comfortable into the season. But famous last words. Take care.